Uh, Here we go. That's my semester plan, improving sentiment scoring. And right now we have the Fimber as a baseline. But this semester I want to explore Fine GPT, a second model to this model section to improve the sentiment scoring. Uh, First, the Fimber as a baseline and add another Fin GPT as a second one. And finally, we plan ensemble this two model by like the 50 to 50 ensemble methods, or we can extend to validation methods on the later. And the second one is web page upgrade. We move the single static web page to one that we can interactive and showing the another information like price chart and movements and upcoming events for the company, and also allowing the multi-ticker input and found this search engine that more tolerant for the in price input from the user end. And this is my progress at Big Five, and I on the front end I add autocomplete live with the API suggest, and once user enter and two more characters, and they will show in the recommendation, and the user can click to fill the input field. And let me show you the web page right now for this function. So, oh, here is my web page. Like you enter the Apple app, so you can say there is a multiple company suggestion by this for the API suggest, and we can click. Oh, sorry, we can click like Apple. So here is the results, and let's move let's move let's move back to my cool. Oh, and the second is second on the front end is I upgraded homepage and the results page that we can show the real finance data, and the front end side um will fresh up every 50 seconds, and also the price and percent change are color ended green or red depending on the whether the move is negative or positive. And so uh, I will show this function later on the website. On the backend and data side, I pull up the whole S&P 500 from Wikipedia, and it cached locally and also synced on the SQL database. So even if we cannot have access to the external source, and the web page can still use the local data to run to function. And also I upgraded the search engine to fuzzy matching search. So and also it combined with the autocomplete function like just I showed to you, and that's make the more user-friendly search. And third one is market data from Yahoo Finance. So let me show the database I pull up from the Yahoo Finance. So here is a whole S&P 500 data, and for the company, and also I also lay lay the foundation for another database like the articles, movements, queries, and the sentiment analysis to collect all the data from users or from user and do some statistic. And later on, we can support the like show the top three search company this function. And that's pretty much my progress at last week.
And
And
what are you going to be doing after?
um, after the next week,
Correct.
yeah, and the next week I will plan to add another or add the function that we can detect abnormal moves, detect 5% daily change, and return the data. And by this data, we can move to the news retrieval, and for the like for example for the Apple and for the day like the September um 25 and we detect like big move and then we search the um news or story about the Apple at that day and then we can move to the keyword filter, find the most relevant article, and so that's my plan for the next week. But after we find this article, then we move the key function that's modal section. So we do the sentiment modal analysis for that article and do some research and showing the positive or negative or scoring for that article. So that's um the
Very good.
goal we are.
Very good. Oliver, what about you?
Oh, stop sharing.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Where are you?
I'm over at home right now. I was in the middle of traveling, so I
Okay.
had a little bit of Wi-Fi troubles connecting in the morning, but
Okay.
able to make it still.
Because let's talk a little bit about what you've done, but then also I want to make sure that you post some of your findings. Start posting on LinkedIn,
Yeah,
right?
that sounds. Yeah, we
It-
can do like a group posting on LinkedIn, show the findings
yes,
of what we're doing with the project, post it out,
yes, yes.
get like
Especially,
a bi-weekly update that might be relevant for all of us.
yeah. I mean, without mentioning,
Oh, exactly what the
yeah,
project is or going into the code of it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Make it so that because you're graduating in December, is that it?
Yes, I'm graduating December.
Exactly. So I want to make sure that you at least start to become active because the algorithm looks at these things and recommend to people as well in LinkedIn with that. So
Mhm.
okay, so let's see what you have.
So right now, essentially what I'm working on is since previously I am trying to adapt because currently we're using sources from News API and currently I'm trying to get a switch from that to see if I'd be able to scrape given some other sources I've been able to find and was recommended from other MFEs in the past with the Financial Times as well as the Wall Street Journal. So far, I'm in the middle of implementing it right now. I don't have any great results on the following right now, but the idea is that given the sources that we have News API, they're great. They function well for the purpose that they is, and you get a lot large diverse source. But for some investors, that might not be good enough for them. They're going to want something from a strong source backing. So if we can get these from these companies right here, which are mainly focused within America versus when we use News API, they tend to focus on news sources in India. That'd be, I'd say, a lot more stronger product, and then we can try and build on expanding on there. So maybe we can have a second function for it.
Then what do you think?
I'm also this is also my question for the sponsor to extend more
Yeah.
and their side to find a more professional API that we can use like Benzinga or Financial Times, the Oliver mentioned, and also the Bloomberg. Those more professional news side will absolutely help us to improve the sentiment scoring, which improving the accuracy from the input side. So after the model side, we can improve more useful and more like the real trader can use the the results. So that's
Yeah.
one of the question I hope for the sponsor or sponsor can recommend or we can find on the web.
Yeah. Especially since like with the Wall Street sources and all that, the only contingencies with that is that it's a lot more commercial use. So obviously still maintaining everything that we're doing right now for research, keeping that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that we need to?
Mm, I think I'm good, but
Okay. Is
uh,
it? Is it? Go ahead.
But for the onward, I'd like to your advice for the model side, since we have a Fimber as a baseline, and I find another model also serve as sentiment analysis. It's called Fine GPT, and it's also open source. I'd like to add it to our baseline to test which one is good or is better, we can choose any one, or we can just add it to our base, our project. The user can choose whether user want to use a Framebar or FineGPT, or another third one is the assemble methods like 50 to 50 average weighted,
Mhm.
or we can use more complicated like validation data to find another accuracy
Yeah.
weighted to ensemble these two.
I
I'd be
remember. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, so I'm still open with FinGPT. The only thing with that is that it really depends where we want to go with it, with what results we're going to get. Absolutely great if you'd want to look into it. With that, depending on what the results are, um, I could see definitely a way in which we can process like a 50-50 weighted model that
Mm-hmm.
we get the results, or specifically later on, we can get it so that one it focuses exclusively on FinBERT and the other on FinGPT, like you mentioned before. I could see that us doing in the future, but I feel like if we do it, first we'll test, okay, what's
Yeah.
the accuracy? What is our feeling on it? On the GPT side. And then if we like it, I feel like we should just wait it out right away.
Oh, okay, got you. That makes sense.
Yeah. Then after that, we can go through the business of creating two different sides.
Yeah.
I do recall when they did their project, they did use FinGPT. Nick.
Oh, for the what was it? The Fed chat?
Yeah. No, 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 no. The other one, the 8K thing. The when they were searching for 8Ks.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, they did use so Bakayako. They did. Uh, Fatman. I'm sorry, Fatman did it with Nick
Hmm.
and Michael Parker. That's the one we went to present at point 72, I remember.
Okay.
And I think you're on the right track because ultimately Michael did very well on his interview uh, at uh, at Fidelity. When he talked about that project, he said to me that that was a big part of the reason why he got the job because they like the idea that he was able to expand. Not that they're doing this very specific thing, but that that you were using advanced uh, FinGPT. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. And we can, explain our findings, kind of like how you mentioned earlier, doing LinkedIn posts, maybe not exactly saying what we're doing, but say, hey, these are some tools that we're using, do some postings regarding on that. That'd be very useful and looks good to any recruiters or anyone else out in the industry.
Correct.
So I guess that's all for today.
Yeah, I know
Any
there's some stuff on Prakar's side, but I know he's not here today, so I feel like that's on that end. Um, Yang, we should definitely meet up next week so that we can all collaborate on the project further.
Okay, okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
we can set up
Very
a
good. Thank you, guys.
yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Hola.
We're here.
Look at that. Tanya stepping up early. I love it. Tanya's been up
I,
since like
so-
4:30. I'm sure she's been up working. Everybody else Thursday night they were out partying.
well, the time is coming.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's pretty funny.
Right now, Tanya needs a job in the fall, so let's see.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. Good, good. Good. So since it's just us, what would you like to discuss, Tanya?
Well, I know there's a new trajectory to the project that you were discussing with Ben. Um, I saw an email about data.
Yes. Let me pull that email up. That's a good point. Ben sent it, and let's see what he said. Um, okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. So basically, what he was saying was what I had discussed with him, except he found some details. So remember, what we're getting at is to try to put together all of the QIS